What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Smoke Spray. Welcome to another very exciting episode of Smoke Spray Live. Guys, right now we're doing some Madden NFL 24 and we're tapping into our Kansas City Chief career. Yes, we're actually starting off pretty perfect, guys. We're actually starting off a little perfect here. Got me wondering, making sure, like, we got it all Madden. 6-minute quarters. But we doing the damn thing though, man. We shit. I had a double check. Cause we been doing the damn thing. Oh my god, I didn't know we were starting off on a 6-0 season, bro. This is pretty amazing, guys. Wow.
This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. This player has a zone ability. This is Week 7 of the National Football League. And this one features Eric Kendricks. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the former Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, on the line at
What's up, peoples? It's your boy Smoke Ripper. Once again, welcome to another very exciting episode of Smoke Ripper Live. Right now, we about to get it in, guys. We about to do some Madden NFL 24. Pick up on this beautiful, perfect start. We are 6-0 right now, guys. We are 6-0. It's crazy.
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA
Here we go.
Sports.
See if I can run it back like last time. Nope.
And he'll go down as this drive will
Not this
start
time.
at the 24.
Hey, last time. Hey, boy, I got to run back. Boy, I got to run back now.
Now ready to go to
I can do it now if I want to now. Don't
Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL most
So far, we got only 4 interceptions. But look at that. Yeah, right? 12 TDs.
He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Luan, what's up? What's it right there? To the line. Yeah.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
Got him.
That's complete.
That's that man again. Travis Kelce. Back up. Hey, you back up.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That was good protection there. No,
Great catch. Great pass. Great play.
It allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection.
We're going to go for a
there.
mesh spot.
Really nice gain.
I might go to Isaiah Pacheco, or I might go to what's that? Who's that? Bushman? Yeah, he's running that drag route.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Sliding
Yep.
out of the pocket. It's a shot.
Ah!
This will be good for a pickup of
Woo!
6. The Chiefs at 6-0. What a start to the season.
6-0, y'all hit.
They have certainly got
6-0, y'all hit.
winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here.
Oh, let's go! I see some daylight. I don't even know where you at.
Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Right down Broadway, baby.
I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Caesar crease.
Red zone, HB Scissors. Left route on 2. All right, Travis. It's all you, baby.
First down, Mahomes.
Oh, nope.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So this game, Charles, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. This should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes
20
happen when
seconds.
you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Gotcha.
Working to move the field. He's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 17-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We're on 3rd third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers.
Nah, not Tony.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
I'm going to Travis Kelce on the drag route, y'all. Right now.
From the gun,
Gotcha. Hey, what's up, Jack? Thank you, sir.
The Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start
Montez Valdez, Scantman.
Nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many.
Oh, let's go!
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
You know me, I'm going for 2.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2.
Putting their foot on the gas real early.
That drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Exactly my thoughts.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No chance for return.
So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Yep.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with 3rd and 7 ahead.
Defense. Defense.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh my God.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play.
So I thought I had him, right? Look, I thought I had him. He found somebody open out of nowhere.
This one in
I
particular.
ain't gonna lie, watch this thing. I had the pressure on him, dog. Look at this. I brought the pressure in, right? I brought the pressure. He had nobody. He had the ball for a minute. I'm like, bet I might get a sack. He actually found. Look, this dude broke right here. I was bringing in that pressure though. He ain't had nowhere to go. Like, he was standing there for a minute with that ball up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had about a good, shit. Anywhere between a good 7 to 10 seconds to scramble, bro. Like, that's a lot of time in the pocket. That's what's called great. That's a great offensive line. They were holding our men back.
Terrific job by the offensive line. The
And look, exactly what he did. That's exactly what the commentator just said. What I just said. Great job out of offensive. Oh my God, he spin the tackle.
Numbers from last week's contest: 20 carries, 89 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game.
Shouts out to everybody that watching, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy that thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share button, hit that notification.
Keep handing him the football.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Once more, here's Eckler.
Oh my God.
17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
I gotta give it to them though. They are moving up the field.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Oh my God, he ran. Oh my God, he ran it in for a touchdown. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And the Chargers are back within a couple of the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line, allowing them to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Woo, baby.
Right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the
Yeah, I know.
Kansas City taking the
That was a good run. I don't give a
This drive here
that was gone.
probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
Let's go.
To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Oh, defensive breakdown all day. Run that defense back. Oh, I dare you run that defense back.
Mahomes now on first down. On the move to his left.
Oh!
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Gotcha. Hey, Travis, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. There's that man again.
With another first down at the Chargers 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mahomes rolling to his right.
Got it. Got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough
Whoa, face mask. Face mask.
And they have to officially block and charge.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Yeah! Oh my God! I'm trying to dive.
Right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal.
It's a good place.
The red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion.
Previous play is under review.
I want to see if he
The
made
thing that
it.
they'll be looking at is a
The
spot
of the ball.
This is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly.
Foul.
Not just because how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the
What's
ball.
up, D Money?
That's not always easy.
What's
We'll
up,
see
little
what
bro?
they decide here.
Shouts out to Derek in the building.
They'll run here with Pacheco. He's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Get something together.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the
2 for 2. What is this guy talking about? 3 for 3. This guy smoking some shit.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Get him! Get him!
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
I knew he was going to him. I knew he was going to him, bro. I should have went and locked him up, man to man, bro.
Before going out of bounds.
I knew they were going to him.
Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes
3 and out.
right there.
3 and out.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough to run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Herbert.
Oh!
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt.
Oh, they knocked the ball loose.
To be incomplete. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
Hey! Oh! My goodness. I threw it too late. He was wide open. He was so open. He was so wide open, bro. I just threw it late.
He certainly was.
And he threw it right behind him.
And when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the
Too
interception.
late. Yeah, I know.
Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Yeah. That was a tough break right there. I was well on my way to.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams.
Defense!
Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On on first down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, not the ball. Loose out his ass.
Stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone as you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Really good back on their heels.
How was that a first down?
But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Keep him in bounds.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The final shot before the break for Herbert.
Thank you. Go. Go. Go.
Halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting.
That's what I say right there. Watch it, guys. Thank you for tuning in, man. I love y'all. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Please drop the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that shit button, hit that notification. Let's go ahead and speed this halftime up. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's play some more football.
Second half, let's do it. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game.
So, what y'all going to try? They're going to try to run that ground game, huh?
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good.
Nope, nope. Defense was on them. Defense was on them.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding.
Stop them! Let's go! Defense!
Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling they go for it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Quickly to Kelsey.
Yeah, they clotheslined me.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and then went running for a first down himself.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit.
Let's say we continue to run the ball inside.
At their pace, this is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Nice little juke. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go!
Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
Away from running the football in the 2-point. Yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Herbert on first down now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So give him a
this is quiet.
And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6.
No. Denied.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of
Shout out to everybody that watching, guys. I think you tuned in. Please hit that thumbs up. Hit that like. Oh my God, he got away. Too much about it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It looks like as long as I don't do anything crazy or stupid, it looks like it's a guaranteed 7-0 start for the season. Oof. Nice play.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The offense on 3rd down line, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Perro, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mahomes now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 14. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the field. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air again, Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Herbert throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. They needed a miracle.
Yeah, I think the regular defense just to give them a chance to make it up my life.
They have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice.
Oh!
Touchdown, Kansas City. Rasheed Rice, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chiefs are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The lone touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. Higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But for fun to watch these offenses, they were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
It certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I don't think those defensive coaches, that was a blast for them. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter.
So for the Chiefs, their winning ways continue.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And incomplete to open things up. And despite injuries like these, Charles, and these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. James now to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. They run with a former Bengal, it's Samaje Perine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. No gain.
Yeah, Adam.
And that'll bring up second down.
Shouts out to everybody that watching, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, if you haven't already, please drop a thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that share button, hit that notification.
He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game.
All right. Great defense, guys.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, shedding the tank line gives him some room. And he'll be taken down.
That boy Travis ain't no joke.
Across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, these 2 teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got the 1st as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Short throw caught by Dulcich. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important.
I can't believe he was able to get away, yo. I swear.
That big guy,
That's some bull.
steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Joseph's got it. Reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes going to go on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Mahomes now to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he was playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he was maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. But last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground. Continuing to develop as a runner and often finding the end zone these days.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here again is McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll extend their lead to 14-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They start on the ground with P-Ryan. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 57 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. It fights him off. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. To throw is Wilson. Able to shake him off. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides through a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He's got it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And that's a sight we feel like we've seen a lot over his career. But remember, for Russell Wilson, 3 in his first year as a Bronco last year and only 15 in the last 8 years. But he still knows how to use those wheels when necessary, and he takes care of business right there.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Over the middle, complete. That's James. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 11, 2:05 to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A big play looming on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Judy. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing is Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Second and 10, it's Wilson again.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Kansas City, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver,
Welcome to week 9. We'll be playing the Miami Dolphins. It's going to be a great game because Tyreek Hill, as you know, he's a former player of the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be an epic game. I know it is. We're having an amazing beginning start to our season. We're 8-0, man, and it like yeah. What can I say, man? We're looking good. We're looking good as a team. Hey, we're number one. We're number one in the AFC. 8-0, perfect season so far. Drop a thumbs up. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe. And we'll be back with some more content.